Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to my Appalachian Life. I'm Joanna, and I thank you for tuning in this week. This was a fun week. Went on an adventure. Last week, I worked a lot and then ended the week with the wonderful concert from Daly and Vincent that I was gifted tickets to. And then at the end of last week, my friend Dawn, and you all have seen her in past videos, but she called me and she said, I just need a little getaway. And I wondered if you were interested in going with me. Hey, and welcome back to my Appalachian Life. This is Joanna, and look who's with me in the car driving. It's adventure time again, so can y'all guess where we're going? We're going to be there for 3 days. Dawn called and said she just needed a time away, and would I go with her? And I said, absolutely. The views were pretty until I got the camera up. We're going back downhill now, so we've lost those pretty long-range views. Okay, we're almost to our destination, so can you guess where we're going? Here is the iconic bridge. Going over the body of water. Look at all those shipping containers.
Wando River.
What river? Wando River. And all those little boats out there with sails on them. And over there's a big long bridge going across too. Okay, if you haven't guessed where we're going yet, this sign is a really big hint. So we're waiting for check-in time, and so we found a TJ Maxx, our first stop. See your bag. Our second stop is Consigning Women. So if you guessed Charleston area, you are right. We are staying in Isle of Palms at the Wild Dunes Resort in an area called Portico. And we just got here. We just checked into our condo end unit here. So let's go in. You come into this little foyer Cute decorations on the wall, coat rack. Has a day bed here in the foyer. And we'll go this way to the right into the living area. Happiness is homemade. And here is a nice covered sitting area out here. See if I can open the door. Screened in porch with fan. Has nice furniture out here to sit on. And you can hear the ocean. And right over there's the water. Or let me try to zoom in. There's the ocean. And the pool is right here too. Right there's the pool. It's very quiet. Beautiful area. So to go back in, has a nice eating area here at the bar. A small kitchen, but everything you need. Has the dishwasher, stove, microwave, refrigerator, freezer, and tucked back in the corner is the dining table. So cute. So we'll go back through the foyer to the bedroom. This is a 1-bedroom unit. And it has a king-size bed. And it overlooks the courtyard out here. And you also have access to the screened-in porch. From here, we've got TV in the bedroom. The closet is straight ahead. And Dawn is trying to fix her hair. We're getting ready to go eat some supper somewhere. Where did you say we were going to eat?
I'm not sure. Maybe Paige's Okra Grill or Shem Creek.
Shem Creek or Paige's Okra Grill?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I think both of those are in Mount Pleasant, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay. We're at Shem Creek Crab House. Is that the name of this place? And we got a nice window view of the marsh out here. And we are hungry, aren't we, Dawn?
Yes, we are. Ready to eat something yummy.
Yeah. Well, we got fried green tomatoes as an appetizer, and they are really, really good. Dawn and I both ordered coconut shrimp with coleslaw and waffle fries. The fried green tomatoes were excellent, weren't they, Dawn? runs from the waves like you do. There's a water hose we can hose our feet off with.
Ooh, it's dirty. My goodness. Kind of dirty today.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's not really been used much.
No, not for the season yet. It's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of last week, my friend Dawn, and you all have seen her in past videos, but she called me and she said, I just need a little getaway. And I wondered if you were interested in going with me. I said, where are you going? She said, Charleston. I haven't been to Charleston in over 20 years. So, yes, of course, I'll go with you. So we left on Monday morning this week and got back last night, Thursday night. So it was just a really quick trip. It's not a bad drive from where we live. It just took us a little over 5 hours to get there. So, boy, did we make use of every minute that we had. She found a place for us to stay in Isle of Palms at a resort called Wild Dunes, and I know you all know where that is. And she stayed there many times, and Dawn just knew her way around Charleston. So all I was there for was going along for the ride. She just knew where to turn and what direction we were headed in, and I was just directional challenged. I had no idea where we were or where we were going. But anyway, we had a wonderful time. And the condo that we stayed in had an ocean view, and it was just a short walk to get to the beach. And the beach was really nice. And so we spent a little time of the mornings on the beach, and then we would clean up and go out and see the sights. And Dawn was on a shopping mission. I mean, she was on a shopping mission. There were some stores, lady consignment stores, that she's been watching online that she wanted to visit. And we went there and she bought some things. She found a really pretty Kate Spade purse and another top at that store. We went to a shopping center and it had TJ Maxx in it. Well, I was shocked at the pretty dresses they had there that we don't have at home in our TJ Maxx. So I think I bought 2 dresses there, and I'll show them to you in a little bit. And then we shopped Marshalls and Home Goods, all in that plaza, Belk, and just a lot of different stores, Chico's. I mean, we didn't hit all the stores. We just hit the highlights where we were close parked to, where we didn't have to walk so far. But it was a really good time. But we walked and shopped till we dropped the first day that we were there, which was Tuesday. The full day, it was just shopping. And we hit a lot of thrift stores that some people told us about, but we didn't find anything at those stores. So that night, Tuesday night, we ate at a place called Acme Seafood, I think. I'm not sure if I got a video of the restaurant, but it's on Isle of Palms, and it was really good food and a very quiet restaurant. We went to one in Sullivan Island, and I can't remember the name of it either. Something Shack or something. I can't remember. But Dawn said they had completely changed. Somebody's bought them out and they've just completely changed. And we went in and it was just so loud, and it's mostly a bar scene and a few tables to sit at. And we were seated, and I looked at the menu. I said, Dawn, I really don't care to eat here. So we got up and excused ourselves from the hostess, and she understood. And so we ended up at Acme, and it was really good. I had that night grilled swordfish. No, not grilled, but blackened swordfish and a baked potato and coleslaw. And we brought home dessert. I had coconut cream pie, and Dawn took key lime pie. I started to say peanut butter, but she chose key lime pie, and they were both good. Okay, we're on day 2 of our little adventurous trip to Charleston, and we've already been to the beach this morning, walking on the beach, and we got all cleaned up, and now we're out shopping, and we're going to a place Dawn found called Modern Manor. Is that right?
Yes.
And it has what in it?
I think 27 vendors.
27
Home
vendors,
decor.
home decor, clothing. We don't know. We'll see. Gifts. We'll see what it's like. So we'll be there shortly. The cemetery with all the live oaks.
Spanish moss.
Yeah, the Spanish moss hanging off of it.
Look at that little.
It's really old. Yeah, that little church is cute. So the next day was Wednesday, our last full day at Charleston. So we spent about an hour on the beach that morning and then got dressed and drove on into Charleston. And we parked near the market and in a big parking lot there where the horse and carriages and all that was. And we walked up to King Street. And, you know, King Street has all the big shopping retail stores. And we walked from one end of King Street to the other end of King Street. But Dawn knew what she was looking for. She knew what store she wanted to visit. And she was ecstatic. She found things that she loved and she bought. And I bought a couple of things at a store called Oops on King Street. It's a overrun type store with name brand clothes. So I bought a couple of things there too. But Dawn bought, I think she bought a dress there and maybe a blouse. She bought shoes and she bought jewelry. And she was a happy camper and talked to some really interesting people along the way. And for dinner that night downtown Charleston, we ate at a place neither of us have ever eaten at before, and it's called 82 Queen. And it was such a quaint little restaurant. We got there about 5 o'clock before the dinner crowd came in. We sat out in the courtyard, which was so relaxing, so quiet, and the weather was perfect. And I had she crab soup and a grilled peach salad and an order of fried green tomatoes. And every bit was good. Dawn had the crab cakes, and she said they were delicious too. So if you are ever in Charleston, I highly recommend 82 Queen, and you won't be disappointed there. And there's a lot of history to the building of that restaurant, and the manager came out and told us the history, and I recorded him, so you'll get to hear that. It's day 3 and we're in Charleston today, so we're going to spend the entire day walking the streets and shopping and looking around. So come on and go with us. side? Thank you.
Of course.
Watch your step here.
Comes with okra, sweet corn, black-eyed. I don't like black-eyed peas. They taste like dirt to me. It depends on how you cook them. That low country seafood gumbo sounds good too. I don't know if those oysters aren't fried though. I don't know that I would like them if they're not fried.
First, you guys the delicious ones. Anything else you need here now? Is doing all right.
Look good?
Wait just a minute. Now it's recording.
Hello, video. Who am I meeting today? Dawn.
And Joanna.
And Joanna. Nice to meet you. My name is Prince. I'm one of the managers here on duty. Just a little bit about us. Quick facts. Family-owned restaurant since about 1982. It has been the chef was the original chef was the father of the owners to this day. And it was the grandmothers and his original recipes that we cultivated now.
Wow.
Now, as far as some small history about the area itself, it was a plantation home at one point. We were connected to the Elliott House, which is next door. It was all one big estate. So this house that you see right here was technically slave quarters, I guess you'd call it, as it was connected to the kitchen and they could just sleep right upstairs. In the bar area straight down there, that's where the horses were kept at. And main house is above there. Building survived about 2 fires. I know there was one fire that happened in the early 1800s, and then there was another fire that happened in about 1920 or so. So building survived about 2 fires. And then if you do want to check out some hidden underground stuff, there's a book out called Operation Jackpot. And basically this book talks about a big cocaine ring going on throughout, and this restaurant was a hub point at one point. Really? Yeah.
What years was that?
I believe that was around mid-80s. I would say around 84, going all the way up until 90s or so.
Wow.
Yeah. But that was pretty much all the information I have, and then we do have a rumored ghost in one of the rooms.
Oh.
I feel like she lived here at one point, and then just real late at night, we may have a visitor too. But
Well,
y'all won't see that.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hope you enjoyed all the scenery in Charleston, and I'm going to now show you the things that I purchased on the trip. So our first stop was TJ Maxx, and this maxi dress is just so cute and flowy, and it has little cap sleeves to it, and it doesn't have a collar. It just comes down V-neck, and then has a little snap there to hold that together, and around the waist it's really a high-waisted dress, and it has two little ties here in the front, but it's just such a cute dress, and it looks really pretty on. And then the next dress I bought at TJ Maxx was this one by Taylor. And I want you to look how pretty this is. It's lined on the bottom, and it's really kind of silky material. And this is a sweater top with a band across the bottom, sleeveless. And there's the brand Taylor. And it just looks so cute, and it's so comfortable on. Now this one, if I can find the tag, it was on clearance for $28 at TJ Maxx. And the other one was priced. What brand is this? Can you see the brand? It looks like it says Synth Rally. And look at the price, $34.99. You can't beat that. And this is a really nice weight cotton dress. So that was what I purchased at TJ Maxx. Now, when we went downtown Charleston to King Street to Oops, the Overrun store, I found this really cute maxi leopard print cotton dress. It has a little bit of stretch to it. It's by this Jodifil, Jodifil, and that's the same brand of dresses I bought at Mass General Store. This dress was $59 at Oops, and it has pockets on the sides too. But that looks really cute on, and I'll enjoy that this summer. And then the last thing I purchased at Oops is this really cute, flowy white, I don't know what kind of sleeve you call this. It's just a square, big, loose sleeve, and it's just really cool. I guess it's some type of polyester material, but it's, again, that Jodafil brand. And this one was $34 at Oops. So that was my purchases while we were there. And hope you enjoyed the video. And next week we'll get busy around here. It's starting to warm up more, but we need rain so bad. We're in a drought situation. And it rained a little bit last night after we got home, and it's rained just a little bit this morning, but nothing compared to what we really need. So I'm not mowing this week because of that. So today I'm just going to get out and do some errands. Need to return an Amazon order. I need to go to Lowe's. I need to go to Aldi since I've been gone and get some more fresh salad. And so anyway, let's get on with my day and you get on with your day. But thanks for watching the video, and I love every one of you. And we'll get to cooking again here real soon and make something yummy. And y'all have a blessed weekend and a blessed week. And God bless you, and keep walking in the light. He is the light, and He will guide our steps if we look to Him. Just confess your sins to Him, and He promises that He will forgive your sins, and you will have your home, eternal home in heaven with Him. So I hope you take that seriously. Jesus loves you, and I do too. See you next time. Keep walking in the light.